this morning is about installing the IMS 17 litre tank onto the KTM 500 EXC. Let's get started. Remove the seat. Now, take off the breather. Back the radiator bolts out. Yeah. I'm going to remove all of the shroud bolts since these will be going back onto the new tank. So I'll be taking all of those off. Unplug the connector at the back. The tank should just... Okay, fuel tank off. Now the next step is about taking out the fuel regulator and the fuel pump from this tank and moving it into this tank. And we remove these guys. Now I'm going to be curious as to how this all goes in. As part of the instructions state that you may need different parts for the aftermarket tank, and I believe the reason is the thickness of the tank can be the issue. The thinner wall on the tank means that the nuts don't do up, they bottom out before it does up. However, so I'll just see if I can measure this somehow. Oh, it's going to be a bit tricky, isn't it? Roughly, it is 5.29 millimeters, that bottom one. This one, it is definitely thinner. It's about 3.9, so it's about a millimeter and a bit, 1.3 millimeters thinner, this one. So that's for that one. Anyway, we'll give it a go. Man, someone's doing well to get this in there. Ready? Bit of leakage. Alright. There's the fuel pump and assembly. Leaking petrol all over the place. And the instructions say, to make it easier, feed something up, feed a line from here up into there, and so you can guide it back down. Might make it easier. I'm going to just give it a crack anyway. See. Screw this cap on here just so it doesn't all run away on me. Oh, I guess we'll find out when we fill it up with fuel, hey? As to whether it leaks or not. Maybe I should be testing that before I do anything else with it. Okay, now IMS use these brass, you can see them, brass inserts in these tanks. So you have to use the hardware that comes with it to okay, that's done. These are tightened. So I think I'm going to put a bit of fuel in it first, and just check for leakage down here. I've put, I don't know, about a litre of fuel in it. Nothing, there's nothing at all going on there. Maybe for some tanks, maybe in the manufacturing process, the tank wall is too thin, and then you would need the other fuel pump nut and or the connector. But for this one, it seems fine. So that's good. We're going to go with that. So onwards.
Hello, come here. Come here. Russ, hey, come here. Hey. Russ? Come.
What is that to here? So we're making sure that the fuel hose is not touching the cylinder head, and we check. Yeah, there's a few millimeters difference there, clearance in there, so that's fine. Yeah, it's the seat hook. Where are we? Over there. Sorry. Breather can go back on there. Okay, now we have these little brackets here. Flange bolts that solidly lock that into place. Now we'll try the shrouds. Alright, that is a fantastic fit. That is really nice. Right, so these shrouds just fit. So that top one, that top spot there is not used. That just slides into that gap there. But it's really not going to need it because it fits like a glove in there. And you can see all the way up, it's just, this is a really nice, it's a really nice fit. IMS have done a great job with this. Heaps better than the Acerbis in my opinion. Having the shrouds, the Acerbis uses rubber rings to attach from here down to these points here, but this will fit really nicely in there. Like I said, since it's using the brass inserts, these screws that come with the KTM OEM are replaced by these 5mm bolts. So there we go, it's done. IMS 17 litre tank installed. Looks fabulous, I reckon, in the black. It's a nice low profile as well, as in the fuel filler is lower than the Acerbis is. The Acerbis is up here somewhere. It's a far steeper thing. I think this will be far better for a small tank bag. Really solid setup. The Acerbis does move a bit, I believe, but these ones seem nice and solid, and the shrouds fit really nicely on there as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed putting this on. This is kind of the final piece for this bike. Just completes the look as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.